It's a Halloween episode.
Ooh, spooky, crisp, right?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to welcome to Comfort Level Podcast. I am not Guy Fierri, and I'm here with...
Fierri.
Don't tell me how to say my name.
I'm just saying, Guy, you don't even know how to say your own last name. That's pretty... Who says Fierri? You're Guy, and you can't even say your own name. That's wild. But that's just me. I'm a dinosaur, so who cares what I think?
Cut this.
I'm Jason, gym bro, get your cardio in. Yeah, gym is life.
I'm Reptar, right? Y'all remember Reptar?
Yeah.
Who remembers Reptar?
Yeah.
That's me. I was in there. That was me.
That's
Reptar? You know you watched Rugrats, Guy.
I did.
Yeah, I do. You did.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. I'm the reason why Rugrats was popular.
Oh, well.
Don't even remember.
I remember. You think you don't remember me, but I'm why it was popular. You think it was Tommy Pickles? The dude was a diva. Reptar was the real action.
I'm a little smoky. Where?
Don't throw up gang signs.
I did this.
Okay. Let's avoid gang signs. This is a family-friendly... I'm Reptar, okay?
This is a family-friendly Halloween episode, Welcome to the
Rated PG.
spooky
I like that
Halloween
shit. 13.
episode.
Fluffed out your chin stash. Yeah, you fluffed it out. It's
Did I?
nice.
Looks
Yeah.
good?
It does look good.
Okay, cool.
It's not a good night.
Oh, that was actually a guy laugh.
What, which one? Hey everybody, and welcome back to Diners, Drives, and Dives. I'm Guy Fieri, and today we're not eating anything.
Guy, I love your burgers on Carnival cruise ships.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Great protein, solid execution on
I don't know. You didn't wash your napkins.
Jesus.
They were really stinky, man. They were. It took away from the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even enjoy the food.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't remember back the whole cruise.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I like the pepperoni pizza anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even like
Pepperoni
I don't
pizza
even
all
like
day.
my restaurant.
Oh, you don't
I'm surprised
like
you guys
yours?
it. No, it's totally just to make money.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm not even in charge of it. They just say, take a picture. That picture's 5 years old.
Okay, this is the kind of thing that makes me mad. This is just like when Miley Cyrus said she doesn't like Party in the USA. She doesn't like that song.
I like
it.
Song.
Almost made me like the song less because I'm like, I love this song. And then she's like, I hate it.
I hate burgers.
This is
every concept
angering me.
of
This is triggering me so much that you don't like the burgers there.
No.
They're the best burgers.
They're so good.
They're so good.
But it might be because you're trapped on a boat. Being trapped on a boat makes you think it's good.
I never thought it was good.
So I guess you
Especially when you put
Stuck on a
everything
boat,
on
I
there
knew it was
too,
foul.
like all the sauces.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm back in on them.
Uh-uh.
I'm back in on them 100%.
You need to pick a side.
I'm in on it, Guy.
The meat
You
is too
did
salty.
it again. But you said you had nothing to do with them, is what you were saying.
Yeah, no. My name is in there. That's about it.
So you're just getting money just to have your name.
They said your seasoned patties and your signature spice sauce. So it's not even you.
Well,
Actually, they show a clip of you making. I'm pretty sure it's like a
Yeah.
video of you over the restaurant.
I
of you
remember
making.
seeing that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they got like that cool wide transition too, and he's just like, "Hi, I'm Guy," and
We stood
That's
there in a
me.
long line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
It's not a
said
long
it.
line. I watched it loop twice.
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was a long time ago. I don't like burgers anymore.
Now that I think about it, you did look high in the video. Like,
Yeah.
completely high. Just blitzed out of your mind.
That was meth.
Took a turn.
And you're recovering now, right?
Well,
Okay.
all right.
Was
Look a little
hoping
high
for
now,
recovery.
Guy.
Guy doesn't look. He look a little bit fried right
A little
now.
flushed.
He's having a fun time.
Don't
Wait.
they call these
Soul Patch.
flavor savers?
Wait.
There's something called a flavor saver, and I
Yeah, I
think it's
think it
some
is.
kind of facial hair that's
Yeah, I
called
think it is
I
that.
thought it was a mustache.
because you can eat like food gets caught in it.
I love it.
Your face is not showing that.
Love it.
Your face is saying
Love
the
it.
opposite of that.
I love to eat the food out of my beard.
But not
Surely
your
do.
burgers, not those burgers.
No. My beard is not... What color is this?
Like a brown.
My beard's not brown, it's blonde.
That's just food.
Burgers. I won't touch it.
You just put it in your beard. And
Yeah. Yeah. The aroma of burgers is not coming from... it's the beard.
So wait, do you have burgers in there right now?
My arteries, yeah.
Oh,
That's about it.
dang.
I was not going to say anything about the smell, but I'm glad you brought it up. The smell is overpowering.
It's atrociously bad.
Yeah, it's very oil forward. A lot of thick
I was surprised
ground
you guys were
beef
puking.
smell.
Yeah.
I think we're just being polite. But,
Yeah, we're all just masking right now.
Let's just get into the first story.
Let's
How
do
about
it.
that?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for throwing out my mom after she threw out my weed?
No.
Wait, say it again.
Am I the asshole for throwing out my mom after she threw out my weed?
Throwing out your mom.
Yeah.
I say no. So
Yeah, I would say no, because by you throwing them out, that means it's your house, and they threw something of your personal property.
you
out.
wilded at my house.
Yeah.
You wilded.
So that's kind of crazy.
Neither at fault, or both at fault.
Both.
Both at fault.
Okay, wow.
Mm.
Everybody sucks here, I guess, huh? That's what you're putting?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for throwing out my mom after she threw out my weed? So I'm a 30-year-old man, and I'm single, and I live alone. In a house that I own, a few months ago, you know, what happened was my mom lost her job, so I decided to let her stay with me. I have a medical marijuana card, and I smoke every day. I knew my mom disliked weed, so I warned her before she moved in that I would be smoking weed daily and would not stop for her. She agreed, and only asked that I smoke outside, which I thought was a relatively reasonable request. Weed has a strong smell and many people don't like it. At first, this worked out just fine, but she started making remarks about how I should quit, etc. I mostly just ignored her or brushed them off, and then it evolved into her demanding that I quit, and as if I was still a child that she could issue orders to. I refused and told her that she can move out if she doesn't like it. She started crying and saying that I don't love her, that I have a problem, etc. The next day, I came home from work to find her waiting for me. She explained that she had flushed my weed, a little less than an ounce, for my own good, and demanded that I go to treatment. Well, predictably, I was furious, and not even really about not having the weed anymore. It's pretty cheap. I usually buy ounces for $125, and I can easily get more. It was about her total lack of respect for me. I'm an adult, own my own house, have a good job, and have approval from the state to legally purchase and possess marijuana. So someone I'm doing a huge favor for demanding that I stop and throwing out my stuff when I refuse is extremely outrageous to me, no matter if she pushed me out of her vagina 30 years ago. Anyway, we argued about this for a while, and it became clear that she was not sorry at all, and that she would probably do it again. So I told her she can't live with me anymore. I gave her a month, but she has already packed all of her stuff and drove to my brother's house a couple hours away. She obviously thinks I'm a huge asshole. So does my brother, but I think it's mostly because she is his problem now.
Dang, so the mom's problematic.
You bold in my house. Bold. To have a medical marijuana card is different. Okay. If it's you're doing it illegally, they throw it away. Okay, I understand that. It's illegal. I mean, can't go to a store and go replace it. But for the fact that it's legal and he has a card that says he can do it, she's the asshole. I don't care. That's my stance. And an ounce, a little less than an ounce, is a lot. That's a lot.
I was going to say $125.
20.35, that's a lot.
I don't know what I could do for $125 right now.
That's a good amount of groceries from the store.
That is a lot of groceries.
That's a lot. Y'all tripping. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is an interesting story because, just to peel back the layers, this is my sister who lives with me. She's a fan of marijuana.
Who ever said?
She's a fan of it. I didn't say she smokes it or anything. I'm just saying she's a fan of it. I also don't like the smell of marijuana. I think it smells gross. So if her fandom of marijuana like reached inside the house, I get mad. But I would still never like throw away a product that someone purchased with money just because I'm like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say, hey, don't put it in here. You know what I'm saying? Leave it outside. Dig a hole, bury it under there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she does allegedly. Because Nebraska, it is. I'm not sure of the legal status of it in Nebraska.
I like how you're saying that now.
It's very
at the
weird
end.
here. Yeah, I just want to cut this, Maddie, and put this at the beginning of it. And maybe bleep out anything that's
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
She's a fan of it. Hypothetically,
She's a fan.
She might
She's a
be.
fan.
She's got a fan club. That's all. She's just on the pages all the time commenting.
Mm-mm.
You
Don't
know?
widen your eyes at me.
She's commenting.
Don't stress at me.
Regularly commenting and posting on marijuana sites.
Partaking,
Partaking in the content.
being active in the community.
Yep, active in the community.
Hypothetically,
An influencer of sorts.
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly. Heavy on the allegedly.
it's probably not true, but
Yeah, it's probably not true. Who knows what I'm saying? So I kind of understand where the mom is coming from, but also I'm like, that's crazy. Even then.
Out of pocket.
Yeah.
For throwing it away. I mean, not even throwing it away. She flushed it. You can't get that back. Throw it away. It's in a bag in the trash. You can just pick that up. It's the toilet. Like,
She should have sold it.
I mean, at least get
She
the
was smart.
profits back.
Yeah, she should have
went
sold
to
it
a
and,
high
then-
school.
and gave them the money like, this is what you need.
Yeah.
That would help.
because there's only milk in there.
Right.
That's it,
No,
and it's
sell it,
rotten.
buy them an online class with the money.
Business.
How about you learn your brain instead of learning your drug-addled stomach?
Business class to learn how to grow
Right.
it himself in the basement. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
If you're going to partake, make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be throwing your money away.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth.
What's your ailment,
Hypothetical.
sir? What does he need the marijuana? Did he say?
He just said that he's allowed to smoke it. That's really all
So
he
the
said.
doctor said he was medically ailed.
Yeah. I want
You
to
don't
know
need
what
to know.
I want to know what that ailment is.
Brandon
Yeah, I think
or
too.
bro?
Jim Bro Jason, a Saudi. No, yeah, okay. At first I was like, maybe they're both at fault because like maybe he did it like in a disrespectful way. But like seeing that he's like, you got a month to get out. Like,
Hey, even the 30 days was nice.
yeah, that was nice because like the way in which he went about that was horrible. Like you don't have your own house. That ain't yours. Like even though, yeah, you birthed him, but like he has no obligation to be like. I mean, it's like that like the unsaid rule, like you take care of your parents when your parents are too old. But some people be like, yo, my parents are old, I'm putting them in retirement home. I feel like he might do that when it comes time because his brother gonna lose it because his mom over there, and then the fact that he's like, my brother is thinking I'm the a-hole just because now it's his problem. It's like, oh, so this is just a problematic mom. Like they weren't even like, yo.
She sounds like she's a lot.
Yeah.
In general.
It wasn't even like, yo, how could you do this to my mom? It's like, no, why did you pass her to me?
Yeah.
Because she's probably at the brother's house, like, she likes white bread, he has wheat bread. She's like, I hate wheat bread. She flushes the wheat bread down the toilet.
It's
She's
clogged.
just constantly throwing things, flushing things she doesn't like. That's not even illegal. She's like, I hate it.
This
She
is the
flushes
third
it down.
time this week I've called the plumber.
Yeah,
I absolutely cannot poop in my bathroom
The
anymore.
blender's too loud.
Yeah. Mom, stop.
You got this cutlery?
Yeah.
I agree with Reptar though. I don't like the smell of it, but allegedly, most of my family does it. So it's like,
Allegedly.
it is what it is. But the fact that it's his house, that's not alleged. That's true. And she did that in his house. That's really disrespectful. It's like a weird, like a relation. Have you ever dealt with anything like this with like your mom coming? Like where it's like a weird dynamic of like she's coming to visit you, but you own the house now? Because I
Well,
feel like
yeah.
there's some parents that like won't respect that, you know?
Yeah,
Like
it's
they'll
always
still think
weird.
that you're the child and treat you like that.
Well, I always say, like, anytime I'm around my mom, and I don't know, I'm probably for a lot of people as well. It doesn't matter how old I get. When I'm around her, I feel like I'm a kid. Like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
that I'm 32 now. When I'm around her, I still feel like I'm like
32?
15. Yeah. You want me to put your age out there?
I'm 30. I ain't got no problem with it.
I always feel like I'm younger. And so I'm like, I always have to like purposely like, I'm an adult and like say things that are adult
Yeah.
to like not get into that mode.
She probably doesn't even care, huh?
Yeah, she
She just comes over, you're like, so politics. What do we
Right?
think about them?
Huh? Am I the asshole for trying to upstage my sister at her wedding?
What?
Yeah.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
It's her wedding.
Okay. It's important to read the story and then see the picture after because you might have different feelings. Okay. So despite having some spats recently, I, 26 female, was recently invited to attend my sister's 31 female wedding. Now, I'm not a part of the bridal party or anything. I honestly don't think I'd want to be, but just going as a guest. The rules my sister laid out were that it can't be white and it has to be a more formal type of dress, which I don't mind and agreed to the rules. I had the perfect dress in mind, which was one I wore to a friend's wedding about a year ago, which I had still held on to. For information, the dress is a floor-length silverish dress with a leaf-like design and not too flashy or anything. So deciding it was better than spending more euros on a new dress, I opted to wear it. So jumping to the day of the wedding, I show up in my dress with my boyfriend. Everything seems fine up until the reception afterwards, where my sister acts somewhat cold to me after I came up to congratulate her and her husband. My sister tells me that she doesn't approve of my dress and that it would be best if I left. I asked her what was wrong about it as it fit both requirements she had set for the dresses worn. She told me that it looked as if I was attempting to upstage her at her own wedding with my dress of choice. Not wanting to cause a scene, my boyfriend and I opted to not argue and leave. On the way out, my parents asked where we were going and I told them the situation. They seemed conflicted, with my mother agreeing that it looked like I was trying to be too showy at the wedding, and my father agreed with me that it wasn't too fancy of a dress, and my sister just seemed jealous. But now I'm wondering if I'm the asshole in this situation and need to apologize to my sister for it. She did have an edit. Everyone assumes I'm from a Western family. My father is Turkish and mother is Belgian. The traditional Turkish wedding where the bride wears reds, limited whites, and golds. Traditionally in Turkish weddings, you wear formal clothing. Everyone else wears floor-length dresses and men in tuxedos. So from that, do you feel like she's the asshole?
I don't know what the dress looks like, but no. Now, if this is like some sequined out, like Swarovski crystal, yeah, you doing too much, homegirl. But if it's like a little nice little leaf pattern dress, silver floor length, that's not too bad. Let me see the dress.
I'm sure I'm getting
I feel
everybody's
like-
opinion before I show it.
I feel like the bride's being dramatic. It just seems like she might be just a bridezilla in general.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
what I feel.
Yeah. At first I was like, yeah, you're the a-hole. But like now after she explained everything, it's like maybe she just likes to look nice, you know, and not too nice. She probably downplayed it, but I don't think it's like nothing crazy of a dress the way she was describing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, you just a misunderstanding with the bridezilla. That's all it was.
Mm-mm. Let's see this dress.
Okay, here's the dress.
Entirely too much. She did entirely too much.
I
Now,
recant
girl.
my situation.
Now, girl, you knew you was not supposed to come to this dress. That looked like the wedding dress
That
itself.
looks like a wedding dress.
Yeah.
It's the low cut for me.
I
If
was
it
a
was
little-
a nice bodice, nice bodice, not low cut, showy. It's too low cut. That looks like a wedding dress.
I was a little worried at first because she said it was a gray dress. And I
Yeah.
was like, why are you wearing a gray dress to a wedding?
I thought she
That's-
said silver.
She says silvery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's too close to white. But then with everything else happening, I was like, maybe it's not that bad.
It's
But-
not bad.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
She did try to upstage her.
That's what I'm like. I was exactly like you. I'm reading it, and I was like, oh, that's not bad. She's probably a little bridezilla. But it's in the comments you go down, and she posted it like maybe to help her points. And then people like started switching immediately. They're like, no, you're the asshole for
Girl, you
that
came
one.
to stomach, like.
And actually, she
This-
got blocked off Am I the Asshole because she started like trying to delete comments from people, so they blocked her and left this post up.
Oh wow.
And they got her picture in case she tried to take it down. And they're like, no, you're the asshole for this. And then seeing the dress almost made me read it differently.
Like,
she was trying to like soft play it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
downplay
get
it.
why she's so mad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you're wearing like a princess dress.
One of the heart
Yeah.
hearts.
Yes. It was like
What's it
little
called? A-line.
crystal things all over. And I'm like, you wore the.
Swarovski crystals. I knew I saw sparkles.
no, I would have thought that was the bride.
Yeah, that's the bride.
Yeah.
I don't
But she
care.
said she also wore it to her friend's wedding a year before.
Now the
So I'm
friend
like,
had to have a fancier dress to not care.
I'm like,
'cause-
what kind of friend? I'm like, I would have been mad then too.
Like, who are you hanging around that you think that that's okay?
What do you do if that happens to you though? If somebody shows up to your wedding, do you just ask them to leave? Like,
well, I'm
what
not
do
about
you
to
do?
ruin my wedding day, so I'm gonna just enjoy my wedding. But after the fact, I'm on next. You know you wasn't supposed to wear that. Now,
Yeah.
you messed with my pictures. Don't get in my pictures. It's definitely stay to the left. And I'll go, because you messing up my aesthetic.
So you would let them stay?
I'd let them stay,
Yeah.
though, of course, because it's my wedding. I'm not going to ruin my good mode. This one day. I'm not
Yeah.
going to ruin that for somebody in an outfit, but I'm going to talk about you later. I'm definitely going to send you a little thank you, nice and nasty card.
I would have said that I would have kicked them out, but maybe it would be better to just ignore them as if they weren't there.
Just
I
put
would
them
have
back.
asked somebody
Don't do my
else to kick them
pictures.
out though.
Oh, yeah, that might
I
be
would have been
helpful.
like, but the thing is, I might be worried if they try and make a scene. But then they would
Yeah.
be there for the wrong intentions from the beginning.
Yeah.
Then
Just put them in the back seat. Get the back row. Make sure you ain't in none of the ambience pictures,
Mm-hmm.
audience
that's good
pictures.
though.
You in the back seat. That's all.
Yeah, so you were there.
You were there.
We seen you there.
Yeah.
But them up close ones where we all family, you ain't in there. No.
But that's your sister. Nope,
Nope.
not today.
That's what I told my friend, and she was like the same. Like, by you saying that, by you kicking her out, she's almost getting her wish. If she was, because it seems like she was kind of being shady and trying to upstage her. Like, she gets her wish. She's like, I look so good, they kick me out. Like, kicking her out is like almost validating her. And maybe if you just hit her in the back and just didn't say anything about it. Even though I feel like at an American wedding, if someone wore that, like everybody would like.
Everybody would be
Everyone
looking.
Like, why did she wear that to a
People
wedding?
talk about you.
Yes. So I'm like, but some people don't care. They like that kind of attention, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. But at an American wedding, the mother-in-law would be staring you down.
Yeah.
Somebody
Sisters.
would have already came up and spoken to you without the
Yeah.
bride having to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
You
Put
were
on this
Jack?
T-shirt, okay? Put the T-shirt on. Just a giant T-shirt they're like walking around. It goes down to their knees.
The t-shirt's bigger than the dress.
Yeah, it covers the entire
It's
thing.
got some inconvenient, like a basketball team on it or something.
Or just been hitched and it's the couple.
If you want to stay, you're wearing this. You either get out or you wear this T-shirt.
Trying to think of the worst possible T-shirt to be worn.
I'm an
Maybe
upstager.
like a green bay, yellow, green shirt with that nasty silver dress. Big. 4XL.
I don't know why. I'm just thinking like a Subway T-shirt for some reason.
Oh, there you go.
That's not bad. That's not bad enough though. I think
Get a
the
Burger
T-
King shirt.
someone
no,
said
get
it.
your shirt, guy.
Oh, yeah.
What about it?
I
Throw
mean,
that
it's a
on
great shirt,
On you.
but they could wear that because
Why
not,
would
not
they?
because
Why?
it's bad.
Why?
It's great.
It throws off the outfit. That they
Yeah,
are wearing.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
wouldn't go with a traditional wedding. It's a great shirt. I
It's
love
the
it.
color
You wore that to your wedding,
combination.
didn't you?
3 of them.
You
Yeah.
just had flames.
It was a
coming
tuxedo tux.
My hair is actually, it's the burnt ends of it.
Mm.
What's left. There was a fire stunt gone wrong,
I
but
hear you.
He's
I
actually
hear you,
bald
guy.
now. He's just,
Guy. Wow, guy.
this is not a wig.
Guy did not like
This
that.
is not a wig.
Guy did not like that. That is all guy's hair. It's
This is
complete-
real.
It's completely natural.
do something
This
about
is-
it, bro. I'm a gym bro. You want to do that?
This is real. I got two stories left, so tell me
Okay.
which one you want to hear.
Okay.
Would I be the asshole if I told a close family friend that her husband cheated on her 4 years ago?
I want to hear that one. Oh, I love tea.
Or am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend's friend I make twice what he does when they called me a gold digger and he didn't defend me?
Oh,
I'm
man.
here for either.
Wait, read the first one again.
Would I be the asshole if I told a close family friend that her husband cheated on her 4 years ago?
That's so petty. I'm here for it. Let's do the first one.
Yeah.
The
I
first
want
one?
The first one.
All right.
4 years is a long time. Yes, by the way. Yes, they are the asshole. Because why would you wait 4 years?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
asshole
That's a good
all the way
one.
around.
Yeah.
All the way around.
All right. Would I be the asshole if I told a close family friend that her husband cheated on her 4 years ago? So my situation is a little bit different. So I thought I would confide in a good professional people of Reddit. A couple days ago, me and my brother, we're hanging out late night doing regular guy things, watching sports, drinking, etc.
My type of people.
Dudes being dudes.
Dudes being dudes. We haven't seen each other in maybe 5 to 6 years, so naturally we started talking about life and what's been going on in the past few years. Towards the end of our conversation, we started to get to the secrets. I mentioned something along the lines that I smoked weed for the first time and did various other substances. This was hard for me to tell because my whole life I was pretty much anti-drugs and such. We both laughed about it, saying, just don't let mom find out. The joke died out after a little bit, and then he just blurted out, I cheated on my wife. At first, it didn't register until I saw his face, and he was dead serious. I, for one, hate cheaters, but I tried to do my best not to judge anyone for their actions. He begins explaining that this was something that happened about 4 years ago when his wife was already busy with work. She would travel a lot and be away for weeks at a time. He told me they were going through a tough time back then and lots of arguing, not communicating, and that he felt really lonely. During this same time, my brother met a girl at his local gym. Started off as friends, slowly kept bonding, and you guessed it, they had sex. They did the deed. He told me this occasion only happened once, and he pretty much cut her off after the night because he started to feel guilty for a short while. A few months later, his relationship turned out for the better for him and his wife. Pretty much after his wife's travels slowed down, his whole relationship has been great. They both gotten promotions, bought a house, more family vacations. They had a kid.
Oh, God.
He told me life has been good to him now, and he's just thankful things have finally worked out. As I stated before, I hate cheaters, and I've always felt the person being cheated on has the right to know. I know for sure this would destroy their marriage and would be a fight for the kid. My heart tells me I have to tell her because it's the right thing to do, especially because I've known my brother to cheat on another one time on an ex-girlfriend a couple of years before his current wife. My brain tells me it's none of my business and I should keep my mouth shut. I don't want to see their kid go throughout that kind of pain either. On the other hand, I betray my brother if I say something, and on the other hand, I betray our close family friend because I know this secret and I don't say anything. I wish he never told me. Ignorance is truly bliss. So there it is. Would I be the asshole if I said something?
This one thick.
That's heavy. That's so tough. It reminds me of you know that philosophy thing where it's like you're on a train track.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's like either you save one and kill 5 or save 5 and kill 1. I feel like that's the position he's in right now. So it's like but at the same time it's like you got to pay what you owe. Like cheaters never prosper. I feel like eventually it would come out. So
It's been 4 years. They done got rekindled. They done had a child. They done uplifted their marriage and they feel good about each other. If it's gonna come out, when is that? How would that be? The girl just comes out of nowhere and says something one day, or she goes and reads the messages if he didn't already delete the account. I mean, like, how would it be found out? I'd feel that she would be, or he or she, the writer, would be the karma that if they were to tell. Like, that's the only way it would actually come out. So it needs to be known, though. So no, I don't think they're the asshole. I think they should definitely say something. But
Sam Face is saying something, but I don't know what it's saying.
I don't know.
You just start speaking gibberish.
I think like cheating's bad. I hate cheating too. I'm also a person who hates cheating. But I'm also like, people's relationships are so complicated, and to insert yourself from outside of it
Man, that
into the
part too.
relationship it's just not, especially a marriage.
Mm.
Because I'm like, let's start it easier. This is a very complicated situation. Let's start it easier. Your friend cheats on his girlfriend. You're friends with both of them. Do you tell? They're just boyfriend, girlfriend.
Who was I friends with first?
Let's say you were friends with the cheater first.
Oof.
You met the girlfriend, you
Through
liked
the
him.
boyfriend?
Yeah, through the boyfriend. But you ended up liking both of them. You hang out with both of them.
It's not my position to say something about somebody else's relationship. I wouldn't want to be that one who ruined it for them.
But I also wouldn't want to be the one where if she found out, if she was my friend and she found out that I knew,
Oh, she'd be pissed
and it
at
would
you.
ruin the
Yeah.
relationship.
Your friendship, yeah.
Yeah.
But you were friends with him first, so like,
Right.
I think I
that's
would
really
guilt
a
the
loss.
cheater.
See, that I probably would do that too.
You'd what?
What?
Guilt the
Guilt
cheater.
the cheater.
Mm.
Because it's like
I like that play.
you have no blood on your hands. He's the one that did the deed. You're just telling him. You're just confirming everything that he already knows. Like, you're not for doing this. And it's like, dang.
Or would you even go like, if you don't tell him, I will?
No, I would
You
never
ever
do
do
that
that?
because that's snitches get service.
Service.
They don't get stitches, they get service.
Oh my gosh. A funeral? Burial?
So
The whole shebang.
the whole
I don't know. I
6
kind of
feet.
like that guilting him thing. Have you seen that 70s show episode where, well, basically most of them, Michael cheated on Jackie, and Hyde, all he's doing all episode is trying to get Michael
Yeah.
caught up. It's hilarious. So he's never friends with Jackie, but he never went back and told on Michael or Kelso. Kelso just got caught up every time. So I guess eventually they will get caught. So I guess I wouldn't say something, but
But the way that, I read it in a way of like, I cheated on my wife, but like, he's openly admitting it. And I feel like when it comes to that, it's like, it sounds like he might even be proud of it because he's like, hey, cheated on my wife, but we're great now.
I don't read it that way. I read it as like,
yeah,
the way he blurted out, he's like, I've been wanting to tell someone I can't tell my wife. I've just been wanting to tell someone that's like, I need to get this off my chest. I'm glad that things are working out now. Like, things are fine,
Yeah.
but I needed to say this because this has been killing me from the inside.
Well, if you were the partner that got cheated on, but you didn't know, would you want your friend to tell you? Or would you want to
100%.
not know?
tell me.
I think everyone says tell me, but I think
Ignorance
I
is
don't
bliss.
think I would want to know. If we're happy together, I wouldn't want to know. I think there's so many secrets in long marriages that some things you just don't want to know to ruin what you guys have.
Mm.
I also think to a certain extent, like, let's say he told, or let's say the partner found out and then found out that the brother knew. It's like, at that point though, the damage is already done. Like, you're already so angry. Like, there's no more anger that you can give out at that point. Like, you're not like, and you should have told me. Because your life has just been uprooted. Like, 4 years? 4 years of going good, and then just out of nowhere, you find out you got cheated on?
I feel like there's still room.
I wouldn't push blame on anybody. Like, I would have been like, I'd just be distraught.
Yeah. But like a lot of people when they're upset, they look for somebody to blame. And I would say that the person obviously that knows, it's not their fault that they got told that information. And like you guys are saying, it's not necessarily your job to pry into their relationship. But how many times has, let's just give the example of a woman and a man. A man cheats, the woman finds out, and she's upset at everybody but the man. She's upset at the girl.
Yeah.
So, she could very well be upset at, the friend that knows. But, it's kind of up in the air. It just depends on the person, I guess.
What were the updates?
It was just 2 edits. First one, I'm referring sister-in-law as close family friend because my family and her family have known each other since elementary school, and they
Oh,
are very
damn.
close.
Oh God.
I thought this iteration would make the relationship sound stronger than just SIL.
Well, because also I
There
do
you
think
go.
there's levels to infidelity. Having sex with someone one time and cutting it off is different than having a continued
Like a full
Yeah,
relationship.
a continued relationship after. If I'm like trying to like justify it in my head, I'm like, well, he had sex once, he didn't do it again. Even though that's what he's telling me, he didn't do it again. They're better now.
I don't know, because they talked for a while. He built up an emotional point.
Well, that's how it always happens. No one just like bing bang boom. Like real cheating, that's how cheating happened. Just like
Bing, bang, boom. That's in
No.
my head. They go to the club, meet up in the
No.
bathroom, bing, bang,
Oh,
boom.
no.
I cheated on my wife.
like regular people cheat. Like they see at work, they see at the gym. They have like little flirty things. They think about it. They think they're cheating in their heads like for months, weeks or months, and then it just happens. There's some people out there like, I'm trying to cheat. Those are different kinds of people. Some people are like, I'm going to cheat. My goal is to cheat. And there's some people who's like, I'm just been unhappy for a little bit, and this person makes me happier than how I'm feeling at home. So I'm like going to be gravitating towards that until finally it happens.
I think it brings up the discussion of like when you think about your partner and they give you 80%, but you go looking for that 20%, you find it with somebody else and you think that it's equal because it's the 20% that's missing.
Ooh, girl, you
but then
preaching
you're
right
left
now.
with the 20%
Pastor guy?
and the
Yeah.
80
Pastor guy.
and the 80% is like gone. I feel like that brings up like a good argument of, well, not, but it may be a good discussion that we could talk about is like what happens when you're missing that 20% from the person that you're with and you want to be with, but you're focused on what you don't have. And so you end up getting that, you know?
The 20/80 rule. You seen Why Did I Get Married?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's true. I think a lot of people out here are like, because we have the internet, so we can see all these different people out there. We can see other relationships. We see all these things that we think that they have. And we're like, I want 100%. And we're like, no, I think realistically you're probably going to get 80, 90% with anybody. Even the person that you love the most, there's going to be a part you're never going to get. But trying to look for exactly like you're saying, looking for that 20% causes issues instead of being comfortable and like working on what you're having in that 80 to 90% area.
Wild.
So you're going off the approach of like everything is not what it seems, pretty much.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Every relationship, you're like, oh man, couple goals. Promise you. We all know, we watch YouTube all the time. There's all these couples that everyone wants to be. 6 months later, they broke up because they were cheating on with fans of the show.
Couples.
Yeah, like exactly.
There's so many TikTok couples who
Are you
Elizabeth.
talking about lesbian talk?
She loves all
Avery
these
and JoJo
couples.
Siwa, it has been booming this week. They just released a video like 2 hours ago of them kissing. They finally announced it.
Okay, I was going to say, because I couldn't tell. I didn't know who JoJo's like original girlfriend was, so I forgot her name. Because I know that JoJo broke up with somebody.
Yeah.
But then she started hanging out with this other girl.
Avery.
From Lesbian Talk.
Avery and Sophie.
And then everybody was like, are they?
They just confirmed it today, like
Finally.
3 hours ago. They kissed in some little Chuck E. Cheese picture thing. Finally, they released it. But Jesus, it's been tense for like.
So is it a cheating situation? JoJo
No,
cheated?
No, they broke up.
Sophie and Avi broke up like a week right before she was seen with JoJo, and they were like doing the Disney World date that JoJo does with all her girls.
Yeah, I literally
She
had
takes
a
all her
girl
girls to
that
Disney World.
I had the funniest lady pop up on my timeline, and she was literally explaining lesbian TikTok to me on a board.
Oh, she's constantly talking to me about lesbian.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
No, I'm in it though. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think I was on that same whiteboard. I think, did you repost it or something? Or did you, maybe you liked it and it popped up on my For You
she's
page.
a white lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She went through it on a whole whiteboard, and I was like interested. And from that point on, I've been attached to lesbian talk now.
My favorite part of the video is at the end where she looks at her friend and she's like, "You get it?" And her friend's like, "No."
Yeah. Did you save it? I want that video because I don't think I ever saw that one.
I probably
saw a
liked
different
it
one,
for sure. I might need to look through a few hundred videos, but I'll find it.
1,000.
I think I started
That was on
with
TikTok.
not Sienna. Who's the tall basketball player that was dating the really short girl?
Oh God, that is Sienna.
That is Sienna.
Oh, I thought you were talking about someone else.
They broke up too.
I know.
Everybody's breaking up.
Cheating. They're both accusing each other of cheating, and then one comes out and they're like, "Well, one's physical, one's emotional." But it's juicy.
Oh, man.
I'm in there. I am in there. I'm like, oh.
It is juicy.
Listen, you guys need to get on lesbian talk.
I want to. I'll get on there immediately.
I'm on Gym Talk, so I don't care.
Okay.
So that's interesting to me. I think that's where social media and stuff is ruining relationships because you're seeing someone on social media and you're like, why don't you more like JoJo? You know, why don't you take me to Disneyland on a date? Like, it's those little things where you're like, this is like a facade for the world they're putting on for you. This is not, they could not sustain a relationship like this in real life. You couldn't have normal lives and live like people are living on social media.
There was a couple that me and Brandon would always send to each other where, like you're saying, they're couple goals, and then next thing you know, 6 months later it comes out and she's like, yeah, we broke up a long time ago. It's just, you know.
Who was it?
It was a guy with tattoos. They both had tattoos, but I can't think of his name. I feel like his name starts with a J for some reason. He's got dogs now. He's got his own TikTok where he just does like morning vlogs. But he would basically, it was like a lady with like short black hair, and she had tattoos too, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was a photographer, and he would like cook every single meal for her.
Yeah.
It was like the ultimate couple goals.
Unrealistic.
His name was like Jaden or something.
Yeah, I think it was like Jordan.
Jordan.
I don't know.
But yeah, very unrealistic. We would literally send it to each other. I'm like, look how cute this is. And then he sent me the breakup video. I was like,
we're getting to the point where there are couples who are breaking up because they meet other people on TikTok and cheat with them.
Yeah, that's
like
happening.
That's where I'm like, that's how unrealistic any of this stuff is. I'm like, once you get big enough, you're like, people are gonna be like, oh, you're cute. People interested in breaking up your couple to be the person to try to break you up. So they're flirting with you, sliding in your DMs, doing all that stuff. You're like, well, you're kind of cuter than my current partner. And I would, like, it's just, so I'm like, all that stuff of people, it's so hard to maintain a normal relationship nowadays that I'm not going to be like, hey, your dude cheated on you 4 years ago. Y'all might not make it. Yeah, I'm staying out of it.
Right, you might not make it anyway.
You might
not be the reason. You definitely don't.
That a couple that could make it, like, they could just go the distance, die together.
And you'll just know at the end of when they're in the funeral, like, yeah, that man cheated on his wife 27 years ago. But they
like,
got through it.
Okay.
remember Carl? Night of the wedding. 7 men in his room.
That's a different story. Right. Wedding day? I'm telling everybody. You're here with 7 men, Carl.
Are you the one doing the bending?
Oh my God, was that his name or is that the name we made up?
The guy, his name was actually Carl.
His name was Carl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about Carl.
What a Halloween episode.
Carl
This
G.
was a good episode.
This was a great episode. Thank you, Elizabeth, for showing
Little
up.
Smoky.
Little Smoky.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Should
Reptar.
have put a joint on that.
Jim Bro Josh. What's your name?
Jason.
Jim Bro Jace. Guy Fierri. Make sure you go check out
Mayor of Flavor Town.
Guy Fierri.
There we go.
Guy Fierri. Make
Weird
sure
way
you
to
go.
say it.
It's the way I say it. It's the way you actually pronounce it.
Actually, I do apologize for telling you how to pronounce your name.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. And this is Real Hair. So, thank you for coming to the Comfort Level podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Yeah! Oh my gosh, Guy!
Your forehead is screaming.
It hurt. I had a headache the whole time.
No, it's not as bad as the email. That was like a line. It was like ingrained into your head.
It stayed there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.